Hello, my friends, and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to do just a wonderful full body yoga flow that will help strengthen, ease stress, breathe deeper, let go of tension, tightness, increase flexibility, mobility, decrease pain, hopefully. So that's our goal. Just a really nice, well-rounded full body. So if you are new with me, thank you for joining. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I hope you love the channel. I hope you love the variations. I hope you'll subscribe and come back time and time again. But with all being said, it's about taking care of yourself. It's about consistency. It's about learning and exploring. It's about being kind, okay, to yourself and to the world around you. And one of the best ways to keep that kindness, that gratitude, that joy is to take some time for yourself. So I congratulate you on doing that. Now let's just focus on really good deep breathing, of staying kind and present in the moment. And let's get this done, shall we? All right, guys, a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Let's give those shoulders a nice big roll up and back, and let those shoulders just slide down and away. Let's do that again. Big shoulder roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Let's bring those hands down by the sides and sit up nice and tall. Eyes are closed. Slow, deep breaths. As we work to keep those breaths in and out through our nose, this signals to the nervous system that everything is fine. The body is relaxed. The world around us is safe. And it's time to let go. We let go of to-do lists. We allow ourselves to be present right here on our mat, without judgment or criticism. We allow our body to explore, to change, to grow, to heal. Now let's bring the hands to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow, seated cat and cow. Moving with your breath, big inhales as we open that chest, drawing those shoulder blades towards one another. And then a big exhale as you hollow the tummy and chest, creating space between each of those vertebrae. Let's inhale it up nice and tall. Rotate to the right, placing that left hand to the top of the right thigh, right hand behind us. We sit up as tall as we can sit. And then slowly take your gaze out over that back shoulder. A gentle press of that left shoulder down and away, and a little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Find those big, full, deep breaths. As you exhale, slow release of that rotation. Your eyes are the last to come forward. And we take that right hand to the top of the left thigh. Left hand behind us, we sit up nice and tall and turn and take our gaze out over that back shoulder. A little press of that right shoulder down and away, a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Just feeling a really nice stretch down through the neck and into the shoulder. That gentle rotation of the spine, letting go of tension. And that slow release of that rotation. Again, eyes are the last to come forward. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over, keeping those sit bones connected to the mat. Inhale it up nice and tall. Exhale, other side, right arm up and over. That feels so good. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Let's do that one more time, each side, just because it does feel so good. Long stretch to the ribs and the waist. Inhale it, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. Breathe. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, release your hands around behind you. Fingertips are going to point towards your bottom. We're going to lift the chest and we're going to open it up, rolling those shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together. Now slowly, gently take your gaze a little bit higher. We don't want to let that head just drop back, but lifting that gaze, lifting the chin, lifting the chest. And inhale it up nice and tall. Let's come forward and up onto all fours to a tabletop position. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width, core is nice and strong. We're going to extend that right leg straight out to the side, sole of the foot to the mat. We rotate and extend right arm to the sky, reaching up as high as you can reach. Find your breath, lengthen out of the shoulder. Breathe. So we're going to get some mobility through the shoulder. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, gently reaching out, arm comes right along the side of the face. And then inhale it back up nice and tall. Exhale and open the tummy and chest as that arm comes opening out behind. Inhale it back up nice and tall. Once again, rotate your palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face. Inhale, lift it to the sky, and exhale, open up that chest. Inhale it back up. Exhale one more time, reach it out, making sure that we're lifting out of that left shoulder. Inhale, reach, and exhale, open it up. Inhale it up nice and tall. Exhale and release your hand down, pulling that right knee back in. Left leg extends straight out to the side, sole of the foot to the mat, so we get that nice little stretch to the outside of the ankle. We rotate and extend, left arm to the sky, reach it up, high as you can reach, lengthen and extend out of the shoulders. So we're making sure we're not sinking into that right shoulder, but lifting out of it. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, rotate your palm, reach it up and over, arm right along the side of the face. And then inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, open the tummy and chest towards the sky as that arm opens out. Inhale, reach. Rotate and reach. Arm right along the face. Inhale, lift that arm. Exhale and open it out. So we're moving at the pace of our breath. Let's do one more. Inhale it up nice and tall. Reaching it up and over. Inhale, lift that arm. And exhale, open it out to the side. Oh, it feels so good. Inhale, reach. And exhale, release it down. And pulling that left knee back in. Let's hit it back to child's pose. Extending those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. Forehead towards the mat. And just checking in our child's pose. Getting those full, big, deep breaths. Now, particularly as you're starting out, that breath can be one of the things that can cause some frustration. How do I breathe in the time? How do I synchronize my breath with my movements? Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. Your body will do it. It's a natural gift. The timing will come. The breath will come. It all will tie together. Just show yourself some grace. Be kind. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Lifting out of the shoulders, lengthening through the crown of the head. As you exhale, glue your hands to the mat. Sit it back to child's pose. Inhale it back up to that modified plank. And exhale it back to child's pose. So we're getting some mobility through the shoulders once again. Warming up through the hips and the knees. Starting to build a little heat. Exhale it back to child's pose. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling it up. Modified plank. Exhaling it back to child's pose. Arms are extended out nice and long. We feel that stretch through the arms, through the spine, through the side body. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to our downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width apart. Know that you are never stuck in a pose. So if you're like, man, this feels awkward. I need to adjust. I need to move my hands. It's okay. Move your hands. Move your feet. You're never stuck. Let's inhale it to high plank, little bigger variation of what we just did. And exhale it back to down dog. Inhaling it back to plank. Exhaling it to down dog. Let's do one more. Inhaling it to plank, feeling that nice stretch down the backs of the legs. In our down dog, meeting in down dog, holding here, and just gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Just nice big deep breaths, guys. Just checking in. Always checking in with that breath as we move through our practice. Our breath is our biggest tool to find our balance, to find release, to find a sense of peace. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that right foot through between the hands. Back knee down, keep those toes tucked. We lift the arms, coming to a crescent lunge. Breathe. We're going to inhale and straighten that front leg a little bit, just lifting, feel that deeper stretch through the toes and through the calf, and then sink back down in, getting into those hip flexors. Inhale, straighten just a bit, and then exhale, sink. We rotate, placing the back of that left arm along the inside or the outside of the knee. Right arm extends out behind us and we reach. Spread your fingers. Lifting through the crown of the head. Rolling those shoulders back. Inhale, come back to center. Untuck those toes. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Retuck those toes and extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Let's inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We sway our hips side to side. Just nice and slow. Feeling that full sway of the hips. Noticing what the body's talking, what it's saying. Is it happy? Does it need a little extra love? We come back to center, shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through between the hands. Back knee to the mat. Keep those toes tucked under. Lift the arms to our crescent lunge. As we lean those hips forward and get that nice stretch all through the front of that right leg. Those hip flexors, man, they need some love. At least mine do, particularly today. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. A little more pushing through those toes. And then sinking back down in. Again, inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Rotating back of that right arm along the outside of that left knee. Reaching through those left fingertips. Spread your fingers wide. Roll those shoulders back. Breathe. Intensity and purpose. Mindful movement, my friends. Always checking in with the breath. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. Untuck those toes just for a moment. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Retuck those toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down. You're welcome to hold your down dog, to grab a drink of water, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Allowing those heels to sink. As your body gets warmer and warmer, maybe adding a little tip of the pelvis, reaching your sit bones a little higher whenever we come back to down dog. If that doesn't feel great to you guys, just take it easy. Really working to press through the palms of the hands to guide your weight back towards those heels. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold and just relax the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy, head's heavy, face is soft, breath slow.
Let's shift some weight forward and back in those feet. Just letting those arms be heavy. Just kind of play with your weights. Those toes can lift or they don't have to. Let's come back to center. Bring the hands to the elbows. Hold on and just gently sway side to side. A little arc around those legs. Coming back to center, releasing the arms, and let's roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Do that shoulder roll once again. Big shoulder roll up and back, and let those shoulders slide down and away. Relax the arms, give them a little shake. Close your eyes, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, gently bring that right ear towards your right shoulder. Now lift that right shoulder towards your ear, roll it back, and then reach with your right fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Now with those left fingertips, reach down your leg, far as you can reach, all while drawing that right ear down towards your shoulder, all while staying tall through the spine, strong through the belly. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, now lean that head to the left, drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder. We lift that left shoulder towards the ear, roll it towards the back, and then reach with those left fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Now reach with those right fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach, creating space all the way down that right side, through the neck, through the shoulder. Slow, steady breaths. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. We open the palms to the front, standing tall, active throughout your being. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down. Walk, step, or hop to high plank. Crocodile down, toes or knees. Press it through up dog. Hold your up dog for a moment. And we're going to gently rotate, taking our gaze out over that right shoulder. Little rotation through the hips. And coming back to center. Rotate to the left. Little rotation through the hips. Coming back to center. One more time, each direction, rotating. And coming back to center. You feel that great stretch through the ribs and the waist. Rotating. And coming back to center. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to down dog. And let's just gently alternate bending knees. How are we doing so far? Do we need a drink? Do we need a break? As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the mat, windmill your arms up to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Shoulders soft, away from the ears. Gaze is out over towards that front middle finger. We inhale and straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale and sink. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and sink. Windmilling that left arm up and over, placing your hand along the inside of that right foot. Back heel remains on the mat. We rotate and extend right arm to the sky, reaching up as high as you can reach. Find your breath. Exhaling and slowly releasing that right hand down, one hand on either side of your foot. Adjust your feet if you need to. Square those hips. We rise to warrior one. Hips, chest, and shoulders facing front. Back heel pressing into the mat. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Bring the palms to touch. Interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, begin to hinge it forward, gazing out in front of those right toes. Lengthening down the back of the body. Pressing through that back heel. Inhale, we rise. And as you exhale, arch it back. a little or a lot. Keeping those hips square. Finding that breath. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Exhale once again, opening to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Body's been here before. It recognizes it. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky. Reach forward as far as you can reach. And let's take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips. Left hand slides down that back leg. Inhale, straighten your front leg a little bit. See if you can reach any further. And then exhale, sink. Breathe. And inhale it back up to warrior two. Straightening your front leg. Opening hips, chest, and shoulders to the side. Reach it out over those right toes as far as you can reach. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm high. Reach up. Look up if that's okay with your neck. Otherwise, straight ahead or down towards your right big toe. Little to no weight on that right hand. Should be able to take it away and stay where you are. Slow and steady, we rise all the way back up. And once again, sink back to your warrior two. Windmill those arms down, one hand on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off the mat, and we're in a runner's lunge. Find your breath. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, straighten that front leg, front toes lift, square your hips. Press that back heel towards the mat, and draw your nose towards your knee. Beautiful stretch all the way through the back of the legs. Inhale back to that runner's lunge. One more time, exhale, straighten the front leg, lift those toes. Pressing that back heel towards the mat, squaring those hips. And inhale it back to that runner's lunge. Let's bring both hands to the inside of the foot. Let's heel toe that foot out to the outside edge of your mat. Toes come off the mat. Heel is on the mat. And we're going to center those hands underneath us. Breathe. Just stay here for a moment. Find that breath. Now we're checking in with those knees. Knees are happy and healthy today. We're going to draw that left foot in across from the right. And lower the bottom as low as feels right to you, lifting the chest, coming to Garland Pose. Drawing the pelvis through. Visualize there's a wall behind you and you're working to get your back against that wall. Beautiful stretch for those legs, for the hips. Gently pressing those wrists towards the mat, creating a nice straight line across the forearms. Gently release your hands, extend those legs. Toes are still turned out. Just let that upper body be heavy. We bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. Breathe. A little shift of our weight forward into the toes. And then a little shift back into the heels. Into the toes, and again the heels, and center your weight. Releasing the hands, just let them hang. Core is strong. If you're taking special care of your lower back today, bend those knees, place your hands just above your knees, and slowly roll yourself up. Back feels amazing. Extend those arms out to a T, lengthen through the crown of the head, and we hinge all the way back up. That's a lot of load and weight for that lower back, so be really nice to that lower back. And standing tall, release the arms down by your sides. Give yourself just a moment. And then we bring those feet together to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Hold your plank for just a moment. We want to make ourselves as straight as we can. Always best to have the hips be a little bit higher than to let those hips sag. Ultimately, working to create that nice straight line, lifting out of those shoulders. Breathe. Now we can stay right here, or if you'd like a little challenge, we're going to walk those feet out and in, doing our best to keep as little movement in the hips as possible. So it's just keeping those hips square and moving the legs. Let's switch legs. So now we lead with the other. Find that breath. This will get the heat going, guys. Breathe. Even just holding plank, that heat will build. 2 more. Last one. Lift your hips. Oh, down dog feels good. Now, some of you are saying, how in the heck does down dog feel good? It will. Consistency, guys. Some days down dog feels better than child's pose. Let's inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And then exhale, let your heels sink. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior 2. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Rolling that left knee open. Soft through the shoulders, strong through those arms. Strong through the belly. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Breathe. Windmilling that right arm up and over, placing your hand along the inside of your left foot. Back heel remains on the mat. We rotate and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reaching up as high as you can reach. Lengthening out of the shoulder. Feeling that really nice stretch in the outside of that right ankle. Breathe. Exhaling, slowly releasing that left hand down, one hand on either side of your foot. Square your hips, adjust your feet however you need to, and we rise to warrior 1. Finding your breath, squaring the hips, pressing through that back heel. How's your breath, guys? How's the body? Take a moment. And exhale away that tension. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Square those hips. And then exhale, sink. Bring the palms to gently touch. Interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, begin to hinge it forward. Nice long diagonal line down the back of the body. So we're not bending at the waist. We're staying long from the fingertips out through that back heel. Inhale, we rise, keeping those hips square. Exhale, arch it back, a little or a lot. Be nice to your body. Listen to your body. Check in with your breath. Be present. Inhale it back up, and as you exhale, open back up to warrior 2. Breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little, and exhale. Sink. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky. Reach forward as far as you can reach and take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching with those right fingertips down that back leg. Reaching with those left fingertips to the wall behind you. Inhale, straighten your front leg a little bit. See if you can reach any further. And then exhale. Sink. Breathe. And inhale it back up to warrior 2. Straightening your front leg, opening hips, chest, and shoulders to the side. Reach it out over those left toes as far as you can reach. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Triangle. Reaching up, out of the shoulder, through those fingertips. Where do you need to look for your neck to be happy? Strong through the belly. Feel that beautiful stretch all through the ribs and the waist. Keeping that core strong, we rise all the way back up and sink back to warrior 2. Breathe. Windmilling those arms down on either side of your foot. Back heel comes off the mat into a runner's lunge. Find your breath. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg. Back heel down, square your hips, and draw your nose towards your knee. We inhale it back to a runner's lunge. And exhale, lift your hips, straighten that front leg, back heel down, square those hips, nose towards your knee. Breathe, slow and steady. And we inhale it back to that runner's lunge, bringing both hands to the inside of the foot. We heel toe that left foot out to the outside edge of your mat. Toes are off, heel is on, and we center those hands underneath us. Hold here for just a second. Getting that nice stretch in the hip, preparing for our Garland Pose. You're welcome to stay right here. When you're ready, pulling that right foot in across from the left. Hopefully not too bad this time since the body knew what was coming. And we lift that chest, drawing the pelvis through. Shoulders soft, breath slow. So I want you to notice where your weight is in your feet. We have a tendency to kind of roll forward to the arch of the foot. See if you can gently press the outside edge of your foot into the mat, and you might find a deeper stretch. Breathe. Gently release the hands, extend those legs. This time we're going to turn those toes inward to create a little bit of a pigeon-toed stance before we release the weight all the way down. So just noticing that different stretch through the outsides of the ankles, into the hips, down the sides of the legs. Now, if ever you come to a yoga pose and you're like, wow, this does not feel good to my body, adjust, my friends. So you can turn your toes straight ahead. You can turn them back out. So if ever you feel like that's just not good for me, we are all made differently. So the body mechanics are going to respond differently. Let's bring the hands to the outsides of the ankles and gently pull. So you can shift those toes back out if you're ready, or you can keep them inward. Breathe. Let's bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. If you're able, bring your palms to touch. If you're like, how in the world do you even interlace your fingers? If you have a towel or a strap, grab it in each hand. And if it feels right to you, roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your arms towards the sky. Now there's this thing that happens without even thinking, where we kind of look forward. I want you to take your gaze back. That space between your legs. Maybe even a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Releasing that tension in the back, feeling that great stretch in the shoulders, the chest. Slowly bring your hands to the small of the back. Core is strong, either slightly bending your knees and rolling up, or lengthening through the crown of the head and hinging up. So rolling up if you're taking care of your back. Hinging if you want to strengthen. As you stand tall, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles back towards the ground. Open your chest. And breathe. Inhale it up nice and tall. Release your hands, big shoulder roll. And let's draw those feet back together to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, one push up. And again, slower push-ups, not super slow. Let's do one more. And release the knees. Sit it back to child's pose. Nice big deep breaths. And let's slowly walk the hands up. Come over onto one hip, sweep your feet around, and let's slide on down to the top of the mat. Extending the legs out long, we're going to cross that right foot up and over the left knee and sit up tall. So just noticing through the hip, through the knee, through the ankle, how that feels. Now, if this is enough stretch for you, stay here. If you like, bring your hands behind you and pull that left foot in. Now we're going to adjust our hands however it feels right to us, and we're going to make sure that we still have a neck. There's this tendency to kind of hollow into our shoulders and lose our neck. I want you to find that neck. Draw that chest forward, tummy forward. So as we close that gap between the legs and the tummy, you're going to feel a deeper stretch in your hip. How does this feel? Breathe. Find that breath. Now we're going to back off the intensity just a smidge, and we're going to rock those knees side to side. Now it doesn't matter if it's a huge rock or if it's a little tiny rock. I just want you to have that little mobility and that release. So if you're feeling tension in the hips, this is going to help let it go. So just that free movement, not forcing it. And let's come back to center, pulling that foot back in a bit. Now, if it feels right to you, bring the hands forward and let's wrap the crook of the elbows around the outside edge of your knee and around the outside edge of your foot. Sitting up nice and tall, drawing that leg in like it's a newborn little baby. Breathe. Now, if you like, lean back a little bit, engaging those core muscles, deepening that stretch all through the hip. Again, we're long through the spine. Those shoulders are down and away. If you like, lifting that left foot and flex it. So by flexing that foot, engaging more muscles, lengthening the calf. Breathe. Now we can play with this a little bit. If you're like, I just want to focus on my hip, bring that foot back down. Okay, so we're still got the hip going. So we're kind of multitasking. And if that's not your gig today, it's all good. We're going to extend that left leg. And we're going to do little lifts and lowers. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So we're keeping that belly button drawn in. So we're challenging our balance at the same time here as we're working the quads, hip flexors, and lower abs. Breathe. Last one. Bend the knee. Bring the foot down and release it forward. Let's go ahead and extend that leg out. Sitting up nice and tall. So we're back where we started in this pose. Now checking in with the knee, making sure it's still happy. If it feels right to you, we're going to pull that right foot up to where the hip and the leg meet, right in that crease, and sit up nice and tall. Now a little flex of your foot, if your ankle's like, whoa, that doesn't feel good. A little flex of your foot will keep that ankle safe. If it's still just not great, guys, bring your foot to the inside of your thigh. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn towards that left leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Releasing the tummy and chest down towards that left leg, hands to the mat, nose towards your knee. So as you check in here, slow, steady breaths. What messages is your body sending and where are they coming from? Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to transition that foot to the inside of your thigh, and we're going to reach across with that left hand, right arm up and over. So as we open the body, now we reach towards those toes and we feel this amazing stretch all down that right side. Checking in with the breath, making sure there's no pain, that the intensity is not beyond an 8. And inhale it back up and release. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. So that right leg is going to extend and that left foot is going to cross just above the knee. Ankle to the outside of the knee and that left knee just opens out. In our 90-degree bend with that upper body, just sitting up tall, always promoting good posture, right? Breathe. Let's bring the hands around behind us and pull that foot in. Again, you can adjust your hands however it feels right to you. And we're just going to press the chest and tummy kind of in towards the legs, making sure that we still have a neck. Find it. So the closer that right foot is to your bottom, that's the more intensity you're going to feel. Now let's back it off a little bit and just gently rock side to side. Again, small or big. Doesn't matter. It just wants to feel good, right? We just want it to be good for the body Nothing too intense. We don't want any indication of, wow, this doesn't feel great. So if you're having that, listen. If every part of your being, even your breath, is saying, please don't do this, listen. There's always tomorrow. Every day's different. That's part of what I love, and what's so frustrating about yoga is that it can literally be hour to hour, minute to minute. Last one, and let's come back to center. So never judge yourself, because it could literally be you come back in 5 minutes from now and you do a pose that didn't feel great, and it's going to be perfect. All right, let's go ahead and wrap the crook of the elbow around the outside of your foot and around the outside edge of your knee, pulling that shin, your calf, in towards your belly, in towards your chest, drawing those shoulders down and away. Your newborn baby, you're just snuggling it in. Feeling that great stretch in that left hip. We're strong through the core. We're long through the spine. Shoulders are rolled back and away as best you can. So there might be some activation that you're feeling in that upper and middle back. It's always a good thing. We love strong back, okay? So focus on that. If it's right, start to lean back a little bit. If you're like, ooh, that's a little bit more than I bargained for, back off. If you like, lift that right leg and flex your foot. So again, by flexing that foot, now all of a sudden, maybe you get a nice calf stretch. You feel those lower abs kick in. If you like, extend that leg. Now all of a sudden, ooh, those quads are working, hip flexors are working, and we're going to do little lifts and lowers. Now you can do those lifts and lowers with the bent knee. You don't have to do them at all. Just listen to your body. Challenge yourself. Always asking the most of what you can give, because some days it's not going to be a ton, and you got to honor that. On those days where you just need TLC, last one, and pull it in. Go ahead and place your foot down, release the foot against the thigh, and extend it out. Back we go to our 90 degrees. Breathe. So on those days where you just feel like maybe a nickel waiting for change, sometimes those are amazing practices. Let's pull that foot in up to where the hip and the leg meet. Breathe. So if that's not great, remember trick, flexing your foot a little bit. Still not great, bringing your foot to the inner thigh. Because we have no expectations on those days where we're like, not feeling super good. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn towards that right leg, hinge it forward, reach it out, placing the center of the tummy and chest onto your leg. Releasing the weight of the upper body down, nose towards your knee. And on those days we don't have any expectations, there's nothing we're trying to prove to ourselves or anybody else. And we are just super present. And we let the body do what it's ready to do. Those are a great gift. And it can literally change your entire perspective. Change your day, your week, your month, your year, your life. I hope you find the amazing gift through yoga, through movement that I have. That's part of what made me have to share it. It's crazy, it's amazing. Inhale, reach it out, sit up nice and tall, and go ahead and release your hands down by your side. If your leg is still up in that crease, go ahead and slide that foot down to the inner thigh. We reach across with that right hand, taking a hold of the knee, left arm up, flex that right foot, reach it up and over. Oh, so good. So feeling that amazing stretch all the way down that left side, into the lower back, down through the rib cage, into the waist. Breathe. And inhale it back up. Releasing that and extending both legs out. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Release your hands, relax the weight of your head. Find your breath. Quiet it down. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, close your eyes, lower your arms to shoulder height, and slowly roll yourself back. Take your time. We're working to touch each vertebra individually, one at a time, to the mat. And let's pull those feet in. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are going to come down by your sides. We're going to tuck the pelvis so that the small of the back presses into the mat. So we're going to do this as a progression here, starting in bridge pose, working our way to wheel pose if you wish. So with that pelvis tucked, small of the back pressing into the mat, we begin to press through the heels, lifting those hips towards the sky. One vertebra coming off the mat at a time, pressing our way up to bridge pose. Chin towards the chest, squeezing those glutes, knees right in line with those hips. If you like, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and work to extend those arms. Now when we get that full extension of those arms, that's a signal that we're ready to move on if you'd like to. Rolling those shoulders underneath us one at a time. Opening up that chest, pressing through those heels, lifting those hips as high as we can get them. Breathe, slow, steady breaths. Strengthening glutes, hamstrings, core, opening the chest. Gently releasing the hands, unroll your shoulders one at a time, and ever so slowly lowering back down, one vertebra at a time. So that was our bridge pose. Now we can have the option of coming back to our bridge pose, staying right here, relaxing in reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing those knees to open. Or if you'd like a little more intensity and the body is ready for it, we're going to slowly lift those hands towards the sky, bending at the elbows, bending at the wrists, placing the palms of the hands against the mat. Fingertips are pointing towards your shoulders. Elbows pointing towards the sky. Core is strong. Now again, tuck the pelvis and begin to press those hips towards the sky. Coming back up to our bridge pose, arms are just in a different position. Find your breath, and if you like, press and lift to wheel. Find your breath. If you like, extend those legs out, walking those feet, pressing through the feet, working to open up that chest even more. Slowly pull those feet back in, slowly lowering yourself down, tuck your chin towards your chest. Extend those arms to the sky, still in our bridge pose. Slowly lower those arms down. And slowly release one vertebra back to the mat at a time. Nice. And let's draw one knee in towards the chest and then the other. Hands to the shins just below those knees and just gently rock side to side. Awesome job, you guys. Just checking in. Coming back to center. Releasing that left foot to the mat. Right leg extends to the sky. Hands behind that right leg and gently pull the leg in. Foot can be soft or flex your foot. That left knee can remain bent or extend that left leg out. Breathe. You can walk your hands up to your foot if you like. Find your breath. Find that release, that beautiful stretch to the calf and through the hamstring. Releasing the intensity with the arms, bending that right knee, right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat, turn your gaze out over that right arm. And just close your eyes. Nice big deep breaths. Releasing that left hand, rolling back to center. Placing that right foot to the mat, just by your bottom. Left knee comes in, and we extend that left leg. Hands behind that left leg. Foot can be soft, pointed, or flexed. And we use the strength of the arms to pull that leg in, feeling that great stretch through the hamstring and the calf. You might feel a little stretch in the arch of your feet. So just notice what you feel. Now we can keep that right knee bent, or you can extend it out for more intensity. Now that might make you have to bend your knee a little bit. That's okay. Just notice. Be present. Don't judge. And releasing the intensity, extending that left arm out, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor as best you can. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. This feels amazing. The rhythm of your breath, setting the tone for the rhythm of your day. Those slow, steady, calm breaths, helping to keep us balanced throughout the day. Bringing us back when things start getting a little squirrely. That healthy, happy, gracious mind, heart, spirit. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center, pulling that left knee in, and then the right, hands to the shins just below your knees. Pull those knees in as tight as you can and feel that stretch in the lower back and those glutes. And gently release your right foot to the mat and then the left. Let those knees open out and bring the soles of the feet together. Hands resting on your hips or your tummy. Our reclined butterfly. Now just checking in here with our breath, making sure it's as slow and as deep as we can. And we're just going to take a little time to recognize all of the hard work we've put into our practice today. What a wonderful gift, you guys, taking time for yourself. You are my gift, and I appreciate you more than you know. Time to let your breath just flow. Your body to just be. And let's gently draw those knees towards one another, rolling to your side, using the strength of your arms to help you come up as you're ready. And we come to easy pose. Breathe. Resting the hands comfortably on your knees. Bringing the hands just below the knees to the shins. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back. Gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back. Gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow. Inhale it back up nice and tall. Turn your palms to face the sky. Bring your index finger to touch your thumb. Gently close your eyes and breathe. Recognizing the gift of today. Each and every breath we take a reminder of this gift, this amazing adventure, this journey through life that we get to join and be together with. Let your journey be filled with wonder, joy, laughter. Time for you, time for friends, for family, for work. Finding balance in our life is key. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull your hands to heart center. I can't thank you enough for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And until the next time, the light and love in me honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste.